Tomorrow is the last day of Islam Awareness Week at the University of Miami. Islamic students spent the week sharing information about their faith. The Muslim student organization's goal was to teach people about their identity and beliefs, but the outreach effort upset one man who took it upon himself to confront the Muslim students. The confrontation happened during the hijabathon on Tuesday while Muslim students were giving away hijabs. The unidentified man stood at the table and told the Muslim students that when they wear the hijab, they bring on trouble themselves and they should stop wearing it. However, the controversy did not end there. On the same day, a UM junior named Sarah Samuels held a counter event to the Muslim Awareness Week. Samuels said she wanted to share her beliefs that many Muslim women are mistreated by their own religion. She also expressed her views on social media. UMTV's political correspondent Diya Vasudevan invited Samuels and the president of the Muslim student organization to sit down for a discussion.
Welcome back to Red, White and You. I'm Diya Vasudevan, and on the segment today we will be discussing Islam Awareness Week and the counter-information session planned in response to it, specifically the hijabathon. Now, certain events have transpired on campus during the annually held Islam Awareness Week that have led to these two individuals being here with us today. Joining us today is Aya Al-Tantawi, the president of the University of Miami's Muslim Students Association, and Sarah Samuels, a student here at UM who held a counter-information session on Tuesday. They're here today to tell us more about what they think it means to be a woman of Islam and what they hope to achieve through their respective events. So Sarah, let me start with you. You planned the counter-information session that was specifically about what it means to be a woman of Islam. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate on that?
When you're a woman of Islam in the United States, you're afforded the protections every other woman here is afforded. When you're a woman of Islam in Saudi Arabia and Iran and Egypt or many of the other Muslim countries that have Sharia law, which is considered both under their constitutions for many of them, if not all of them, and according to many scholars such as N.J. Coulson, that Sharia law is part of Islam. And unfortunately, even if some Muslims, especially in the United States, don't believe that, it's not relevant to the women suffering overseas.
So what does that mean?
Abuses like, for instance, women in Saudi Arabia that can't drive, they can't socialize with non-related men.
What Sarah is saying, it's true, the women in Saudi Arabia can't drive and they are restricted in who they can speak to of the opposite sex, but unfortunately none of that has to do with actual practice of Islam. Islam itself is very open for women. It raises your status up, it gives you a lot of rights.
Is this the point of Islam Awareness Week? Is this what you wanted to talk about?
Right, exactly. So the entire point of this week is to dispel these misconceptions about Islam and to really draw that distinction between culture and religion, because you know Islam is it's practiced by over 1 billion people and it's all over the world.
Knowing what that's about, that the fact that Islam Awareness Week wanted to raise awareness about different aspects of their religion, what did your event want to do?
Exactly.
What was the aim of your event?
Exactly. What our aim of our event was we wanted to make sure that there were many different aspects presented to the students. If the mob wasn't there, I'd want to calmly speak about the fact that despite the fact that women in many other nations who are Muslim have it much better, and the way they practice Islam is different and gives them more rights than women in some places, they're not the only ones that exist.
When you see these women suffering, what is an ideal future that you see for them? What do you want to see change, really?
I would like to see, the change I would like to see is that these women could do as they wish. I'm not rallying against women wearing the hijab. I'm not rallying against any of that. In fact, I am a constitutionalist. I am for freedom of choice to live your life in whatever way you see fit, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. So I'd like to see a world. So you want a peaceful future? I would like a peaceful future where these women don't have to be afraid of being put to death because they talk to a man that they're not related to.
And what about you?
It's very much incongruous to say that because women in the Middle East are treated this way, Muslims, Islam itself is the one that is making these women be treated this way.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.